Hey guys, this is Roboto Gamer here, bringing you some of the best GTA Bantz+Fails. Now, recently I've actually started to get pretty good at stunting, as proven by a couple of the clips on this vid. Basically, on Franklin, I'm propelling along on a Batty 801 because I can't find a Hackaju. It's the next best thing. I hit the stairs. I hit the tree or the lamppost, either one, and I land on the balcony. Now, that is pretty good for me. This one, I'm flying along in the matte black Entity XF with the red neon lights down the Los Santos canals or sewers or storm drains or wherever they are. And I'm propelling along pretty quick. It just doesn't look quick in slow motion. I pull a quick right, bounce it off, and I glide it right across the river. Or no, it's the sea, but it's the harbour, same thing. And I land it on all fours. And no, not minimalist damage. And I'm starting to get back in my fails here. Now, I'm driving along in this crappy estate car with a dead guy inside. I shot him and he didn't fall out, which is quite unusual. So I'm saying, right, okay, I need to get away from these cops. So I hit this ramp without knowing it's here. Except I slightly go off to the left, if you see. I'm propelling in midair, you can see the dead guy half hanging out the thingy. And I hit an electric lamppost and go flying out the window and splat on the ground. And this is going back to my newfound luck. Or skill, most likely luck though. So I go for this stunt here, bail out of it, continue along on the Batty, and miss it again. So right, okay, I'll just go for this, and I bounce off the fence. I just do a little, whatever you call that, and then land it right in between them pipes, and pretty well. And I'm going back to the fails. I mean, every time I'm starting to get good, this happens. Right, I'm flying along on my customised bagger, and I just take a nice turn. I miss that guy by the skin of my teeth, and I miss him, and I continue with my speed. And the bagger's a good bike. It's just not the best handling, is proved by here, and I've not got the best reactions. I'm driving along, and this Prius turns right in front of me. I propel and I grind all the way along the pavement. And if you think about it in real life terms, he's only got a vest and shorts on. In real life, oh, the burns everywhere. That would be pretty funny. Anyway, this one I'm flying along the barrier again, and I decide I'm just seeing what I can hit here. I hit a person. I bounce off a bin bag, bounce off the curb, bounce off the wall, and it wasn't a person actually, it was a cop, and I'll land it right on the cop thing without dying. I'm getting pretty pro here. Oh, and this one, well, it wasn't as good as the other two in the same place, but it was still a pretty good one. Now I'm flying along yet again on the Batty 801 in red and white, missed that car, and then I hit the stairs yet again, but for some reason I swerved quite far. It was the stairs, sorry, that pushed me away. Bounce off the tree, drive up the tree, hop out of the leaves, and I continue the backflip like a boss. Backflip, bruh, and then I land it as well. And this one was so close to being a fail. I mean, basically, I steal a taxi with 2-star cops on it. I try and drive away, I hit a lamppost, slows me down. I'm going really slow into this jump, and I try and hit it. I go in totally the wrong angle. Now I know I'm not going to land it, so I think, right, I'm just going to jump out. I'll land here, and then the car just misses me. If that had hit me, that would probably have killed me. Oh, and this one was Nailed It Part 2. Now I'm flying along, this one's online now, so I've got my American stunt suit on my Hackaju, my favourite stunting bike. And I'm flying along, and I bounce off the bush, bounce off the wall, which got grind along here, and then park it nicely in the courtyard. I think that's not too bad, not too shabby. Basically, I'm flying along in the stock car on the last race, and well, I blew up my car because I hit a jump wrong. So the only car I had available to me was this crappy Declasse Tornado, so I fully upgraded it for this race. And then basically on the last lap, I crash and knock all the tyres over. So I'm thinking, right, okay. And then another stock car hits that. I get whacked by 2. Hit again, and then I decide to reverse over the line where another 2 cars barrel roll across the finish line. And this one is an Entity XF yet again, one of my favourite supercars. I'm flying along at Mach 5 or Mach 3, whatever it is, probably about 200 miles an hour, and I hit this good old classic jump, and I go miles. I glide over the car park, and I land it perfectly in the river, without blowing up, without killing myself, or without causing any grievous bodily harm. Now, I'm driving along yet again, but this way on the other direction. Now, I'm hitting the other big well-known jump here, and this is, well, it's the prepare for takeoff ones made by the Mini Cooper, well, Weenie Izzy or whatever it was. Weenie is like the thing. And I managed to glide it right over the building, but I was wanting to land on it, but I skimmed the building here and land on all fours without causing any